Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back here to another live stream. What's up everybody? Hope y'all are doing well this fine afternoon, fine evening. What's up everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. So I do want to go ahead and mention right off the bat, we actually are currently seeing ourselves a tornado warning is in effect for portions here of Texas. We have a small little slight risk today. I did not plan on going live on this today. This live stream is going to be talking mostly about tomorrow's concerns, because tomorrow we have a really big slight risk out there for the potential of all hazards being possible. So tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds tomorrow seems to be a big problem. So we'll continue watching that. Anyways, but we do have a tornado warning here. This is not too far away from Amarillo, just north of Amarillo actually. So this also, look at this, wow. Also for the possibility here of baseball-size hail. Not only just tornado, but baseball-size hail seems to be a possibility out of this storm as well. Holy cow. Anyways, my friends, what's up? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see, we have Prepper today. We have Penny. We have Gaming, the Gaming Gavin. We have Julie. We have Sherry. We have, let's see here, Logan, Steady. Let's see, Felmer. We have Rain, Anti, Jordan, Joseph, Sherry. Let's see here, Christmas. Let's see here. I'm trying to give everybody a good welcome here. What's up, everybody? Let's see. Hope everyone's doing good out there. All right, so like I said, we have a big day scheduled here for tomorrow. We are going to need to be watching out for it because, like I said, we have a large slight risk out there. Like I said, obviously a big chance there for severe weather tomorrow. We are going to be live tomorrow during this event as it does kick off. I mean, look at this. Big old slight risk across portions here of central and northeastern Texas. This does include some pretty populated areas here throughout Texas. You know, San Antonio, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth. Those areas will be in, obviously, the main concern here tomorrow. Regarding severe weather. Also, this moves into southeastern Oklahoma, too. Portions here of central and western Arkansas, so those areas have also got to be really looking out for it. And like I said, there also is a chance for possible severe weather as well across the areas here in that dark green region. That is kind of the beginning threat of where, you know, severe thunderstorms are possible. But overall, like I said, obviously, you know, the biggest risk here for tomorrow will be across the areas here in the yellow. Now, tornado probability right now is a 2% chance. So tornadoes, you know, right now, I really do think that this potentially could get upgraded. We'll see how this goes. But 2% chance here for tornadoes as of now across portions here of northeastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and central Arkansas. So we'll continue to watch out for that. Damaging wind probability, 15% chance out there for the potential of maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Like I said, based off of the percentages here. So if you live across the brown, 5% chance of seeing that tomorrow. And if you live across the yellow, obviously that's triple that, 15% chance of the possibility there for that tomorrow. So obviously got to be looking out here for mostly damaging winds tomorrow. Also hail. You know, hail's another big concern here tomorrow as well. So not only is there damaging wind probabilities in, you know, large hail, but there's also the threat for, like I said, tornadoes as well. All hazards do seem to be a good possibility here for tomorrow. So like I said, we'll definitely need to be really keeping an eye out there for this. Anyways, but like I said, you know, that's what's going on here for tomorrow. Following day after, we do have another marginal risk here across the southeast. So Louisiana, my friends out there, portions here of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Heads up to you guys on Saturday. Possibility for some severe weather as well. And right now in the extended range, there's nothing going on right now. Potential's too low. Pretty much, you know, for the beginning of next week, essentially. So everything's looking pretty good right now. So it's really just tomorrow, well, really today and tomorrow. You know, once again, here's today's risk here. You know, once again, we have this little itty-bitty slight risk across the northern panhandle here of, you know, of Texas that does have a potential for maybe a few tornadoes. Same thing for portions of Wisconsin even. even. Has ourselves a little marginal risk out there. Damaging wind probability is not the highest, but it's there. But the main concern out there for the slight risk region is obviously the chance for some damaging or hail. And like I said, obviously, if we take a look here back at the radar right now, I mean, like I said, you guys, seriously, it's been areas north of Amarillo seems to be getting pounded pretty good right now. Like I said, obviously, we are indeed seeing, once again, here's Amarillo, right here, Texas. Obviously, this is, once again, the panhandle of Texas. We've got a tornado warning in effect here for the next 38 minutes. And like I said, not only is there a tornado possible on this thing, but there's also the potential for baseball-size hail. That is a lot of hail. That is a very large chunk of hail, essentially. So we are gonna need to be looking out for that. Now, honestly, if I want to be, quite frank with you guys, according to the latest radar scan here, inside of this tornado warning cell, honestly, I'm not seeing that much rotation. That's occurring right at the moment. Now, that should still that means you still should be inside of your shelter. I'm not saying you guys need to get out of it. I'm just saying it looks like things are not as crazy as they once were. But like I said, areas 2 is Baden, here towards, let's see, don't even know how to pronounce that area, but let's see, south towards Chunky, areas here towards Gluck and Joliard. You guys have got to be inside of your shelter here. Once again, I don't know how to pronounce this little town here. Pronounced Puente. That's how you pronounce it. Looks like my camera froze there. It'll pop back up here in a second. But anyways, like I said, yeah, they're towards those regions. Once again, heads up to you guys as you are inside of a tornado warning there. So we'll definitely be continuing to watch this. Anyways, but we're gonna go ahead and hop back over here to this radar view. Just had to update my little frame there. Because like I said, we actually do have ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning just north of that for 2.5-inch hail possible, literally up to tennis ball size. So it really just kind of goes to show you how big of a hail threat we have across the panhandle here for today. Once again, for the northern portions here of, obviously the panhandle, once again, towards the Amarillo region, mostly northbound. Like I said, we do have a very large hail threat. Once again, baseball to tennis ball size hail seems to be a good possibility of what's going on here. So heads up to you guys. Overall, like I said, we're talking big hail. Now, once again, like I said, if you guys are just tuning in here, it's really tomorrow that we really need to be looking out for as well. Tomorrow, we also have a slight risk, kind of similar to how we have it today. But tomorrow, we actually have a very large slight risk here. Like I said, this covers a lot of ground. And like I said, I don't know if you guys realize how even large this is. I mean, the slight risk alone covers 15 million people in the zone, almost 16 million people in the zone. Let me actually go ahead and switch you guys over here back to the Storm Prediction Center for 1 second for my new viewers who are just now popping in. Like I said, obviously right here across the areas in yellow, that is the greatest chance here for severe weather here starting tomorrow. Obviously for central, northeastern Texas, southeastern portions here of Oklahoma, as well as areas here in kind of central and western Arkansas. Once again, that is kind of what we are seeing here. So once again, heads up to you guys out there. Tornado probability as of right now is minimal, but like I said, it could potentially be upgraded overall, so we'll just need to be on the lookout for all of that. Anyways, but yeah, so that is currently what we are seeing here. Let's see here. Sean says it's pronounced Puente. Hopefully I said that right, even though you broke it down for me. Anyways, well, thank you for that. Really appreciated. Let's see. What's up, Matthew? Hope you're doing good. Sherry says tomorrow's a bad day for Texas. Yeah, we're gonna need to watch out for it. Once again, tomorrow's threat does include some pretty populated areas, too. I mean, like I said, to my friends out there in San Antonio, you guys have a slight risk out there. Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, obviously, and Arlington, Texas. All of you guys will be in the big risk here for tomorrow. Like I said, obviously the big risk, extends into a lot of central and northeastern Texas here. I can actually bring up not the tropics. I'm actually going to bring up the Day 2 outlook here. Here's what tomorrow's risk looks like. Yeah, just go ahead and show you guys how big this risk is overall. Like I said, it's a pretty daggone big risk out there. Right there towards central Texas. Once again, moving into the northeastern side. Also, southeastern Oklahoma is included with it. South of Oklahoma City, majorly. Now, Oklahoma City does have a marginal risk here, which is a level 1 out of 5 on the spectrum. So overall, there is a possibility that we could be seeing a few severe thunderstorms. It's definitely a good possibility. Obviously, once again, this moves its way into portions here of, central and western Arkansas as well, including Little Rock. Little Rock, heads up to you guys, as it kind of seems like your main concern out there towards Little Rock might be the possibility there for mostly Mostly just damaging wind gusts, maybe some hail too, but the main concern will be just some damaging winds. Also, an occasional tornado or two could not be ruled out. Also across portions here of Arkansas for tomorrow. So once again, just a heads up to you guys out there. But that is what we are looking at. Let's see here. Let's see. Can someone tell me, will San Antonio be okay? So once again, like I said, San Antonio does have that slight risk, which is in the biggest risk here for tomorrow. I would keep an eye on it if you do live towards, San Antonio. Obviously, be weather aware. Keep an eye on the weather tomorrow, as obviously a few strong to severe thunderstorms could be possible towards the San Antonio region. Now, right now, regarding tornadoes, luckily this does not include San Antonio. The tornado threat does not extend into San Antonio as of now, so that's good news. Once again, your main concern out there towards San Antonio is actually mostly just a threat for damaging wind gusts. Maybe up to damaging wind gusts, maybe 60 to 70 miles per hour could be a good possibility out there. So, like I said, for my friends out there, heads up to you. We're going to go ahead and pop over here to the models. We're going to take a look and see what's going on here in the models real quickly. I want you to go ahead and pull this up for you guys. So we're going to take a look here at the NAM 3-kilometer model. This is a, once again, North American model, high-resolution model. So as we track way down in tomorrow, storm mode, from what it seems to be, obviously as we move into the afternoon hours, it kind of seems to be a bunch of, broken cells. A bunch of kind of isolated cells. You see how they're really kind of spaced out from one another. So a bunch of multi-cellular thunderstorms does seem to be kind of the main mode here for tomorrow. It does not appear that a long line is expected overall, which is, something. But like I said, obviously more isolated cells could be more of an expected route here regarding tomorrow's mode. So overall, like I said, heads up. Storms are expected to start firing off here maybe slightly afternoon. I'd say probably around 3, 4 o'clock Central Time is probably when these storms are going to start firing off here across, obviously Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, all those regions. So like I said, they will be continuing here obviously into the overnight hours here as well. Honestly, potentially even into the well past midnight. Potentially could be seeing maybe a little bit of that that thunderstorm activity, maybe some of that severe thunderstorm activity could be a possibility there just after midnight. So especially there towards areas of southern Arkansas seems to be a good possibility. So we'll definitely be watching out for that. Let's see here. Wichita. So Wichita, whenever it comes to it, now Wichita, Kansas is actually in the clear here. You guys have a generalized thunderstorm threat, which basically means there's a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms, but overall, whenever it comes to severe weather, we are not expecting any, severe thunderstorms to be occurring out towards that way. So overall, Wichita is relatively good. Once again, tomorrow's main areas that, seems to be the biggest impacted states, obviously includes Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and even portions of northwestern and northern areas here of Louisiana does actually have a risk out there for severe weather as well. So, like I said, we're going to have to keep an eye out there for those regions whenever it comes to it as well. So heads up to you guys. Anyways, but once again there, y'all, currently here back to the main radar. Like I said, currently in the real time now, we do have ourselves a tornado warning that's in effect across areas here right towards the area of Amarillo. We are currently watching ourselves a tornado warning that is in effect across areas of Gluck here towards Baden. Also areas here towards, let's see, we're going to try to find some more regions. Once again, towards Pleasant Valley, right here towards northern Amarillo. You guys are under a tornado warning for the next 30 minutes. Now, like I said, it's not just tornadoes that is the concern here. It's also the big threat here for hail. Look at this. Possibility of baseball-size hail. Could be a good possibility out there. So, obviously, tornadoes and hail does seem to be, a big concern out of this in particular storm that's currently rolling its way through. Now, like I said, here on the current radar views, you can actually tell, if we were to switch you, if I should pull up the pen here so I can actually draw on my screen. Like I said, if I was to show you guys what's going on right now, right in this area, obviously right where you see kind of essentially, a lot of this pink and this purple and a little bit of blue starting to pop up, that's where radar is saying, hey, there's some big old chunks in the sky that I'm detecting here. And in that case, that is obviously the potential for large hail. So this is getting ready to cross over Highway 87. It actually already is across portions here of the way right now. But a lot of that is tracking eastbound. So a lot of this is moving its way eastward towards Luck. Once again, it's going to be crossing over 87. So to my friends out there on Highway 87, obviously you guys, could be impacted by some large hail as well. Now on the warning, it does not show what mile markers this is. So obviously, like I said, obviously this is kind of showing between Pleasant Valley here and areas here rightly just, kind of just, let's see, pretty far south here of Madison is kind of where this is locating here. So that's obviously kind of right where we are seeing, this big tornado potential here. And obviously, like I said, hail potential on it as well. So not only is there the threat for, once again, a tornado here, but there also is a chance for, very large hail as well. So overall, we've got to look out for that. Let's see here, Proxy with a $35 super chat. Proxy, thank you so much. Welcome. Hope you're doing all right out there. Saying just got out of a Zoom meeting and glad to be here. Hello, everyone. What's up, Proxy? Thank you so much. Prox is greatly appreciated. It means a lot. We love you, Prox. Thank you so much for the very generous, very, very sweet donation. Thank you so much, Proxy. Means a lot to us. Like I said, obviously right now, if you're just tuning in, or obviously you are just tuning in, Proxy, like I said, we are currently watching a tornado warning out here towards Amarillo, Texas, just kind of north of Amarillo. Once again, also for the possibility here of nearly 3-inch hail, which is equivalent to about baseball-size hail, being a possibility out there. So, like I said, obviously out here in northern Texas, obviously the Panhandle, my friends. If you live in the Panhandle right now, obviously heads up to you guys, as it does definitely look like once again a lot of nasty, gnarly storms is going to be rolling its way through the region here. Like I said, even just north of this tornado warning, we have another very large, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for areas here towards like Stinnett, towards Sunray, Cactus, Stratford, let's see, Groover. West of Spearman, also areas here east of Dalhart. Now, this one has a threat for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but also for the possibility of tennis ball-size hail on it. So, like I said, very large hail and damaging winds is a big concern out of both of these storms. The tornadic supercell we have down here to the south, and obviously this storm up here in the very northern portion of the Panhandle. Like I said, right now, obviously the Panhandle of Texas is in a very very what's the word I'm trying to look for? The northern Panhandle of Texas is kind of in like a very trying to figure out which word I want to look for. Very very active area, I should say. Obviously for severe weather activity. Once again, like I said, obviously this is around the regions where, obviously all of those ingredients are really well put together. That's pretty much what I was going to say with. But like I said, out of both of these storms here, once again, large hail is a big concern. Now, in the current radar view, it does look like we are starting to pick up a little bit of a hook here. Taking a look here back at velocity, but I'm not seeing any areas of rotation here. Once again, I think that rotation has mostly died out here. Which overall is some good news. But like I said, obviously you guys are still in a tornado warning, and you should still remain in your shelter until all clear is given here. So once again, heads up to you guys. Just remain in your shelter until further notice. Once again, the warning as of now will be set to expire in 25 minutes. So like I said, once that 25 minutes expires, then obviously I'll let you guys know whenever it's safe to come out. Once again, this is directly north of Amarillo. Actually, looks like they just updated the warning now, actually. Let's see. So they got rid of Baden here. So the town of Baden, which is in basically northwestern Amarillo, essentially, you guys are now in the clear. You guys are now good to go, essentially. So to my friends out there, but we still have that in effect here. Oh, they actually did. Wow, they significantly downgraded that hail from, what was it, baseball size to now golf ball size. So they've really dropped that hail. It's good news. Good news. But still, very large hail can be expected out of this here. Yep, right now you can see the hazard is tornado and golf ball size hail. Now, right now, this is still a radar. Oh, hold on a minute. Weather Spotters has reported a wall cloud, apparently, out of the storm here. Okay, so right now it's still radar indicated. So right now, apparently, like I said, obviously, the Weather Spotters out there has reported the wall cloud. So that means that, step one of tornadoes, for a tornado to form has begun. But like I said, right now, radar's a little glitchy out there. Obviously you can see these big old spikes going right through it. Obviously, that's actually mostly in the, the non-precipitation area. But whenever you go over here towards that little hook there, you really don't see any rotation that's occurring. So overall, right now, essentially here, that is, from what we're looking at right now. That might be some good news, but once again, like I said, you still need to remain in your shelter until the all clear is given, from the National Weather Service. So, once again, heads up to you guys. But anyways, I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and shift away from that from now. Once again, like to my new people who's just now joining us, like I said, the main reason I went live here, or the main reason we are live right now, is because of tomorrow's threat. Now we are gonna be live tomorrow, obviously to give you guys, current up-to-date information. So, expect us to be live for tomorrow's event. But like I said, I wanted to go live today in order to give you guys a personal forecast. Obviously, that's the big thing on the channel. That's what we love to do, is obviously give you all the personal forecasts and stuff like that. So if y'all have a zip code, hey, feel free to let us know. I'll let you know if you're in the riskier for tomorrow. Now, once again, only do this right now if you know you might be in an area, or you might think that you're in an area that where severe thunderstorms could be possible. Now, once again, like I said, right here for tomorrow, Texas, even New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee. You guys seem to have the possibility of severe storms tomorrow. So to my friends out there, like I said, heads up to you all out there. Anyways, but let's go ahead and see here. We got our first zip code from Zero. Wants me to take a look here at a zip code of 38313. 38313. Okay, so you are here in Tennessee. Now, like I said, obviously tomorrow there is a threat across western Tennessee, but the good news is that you are out of that risk area. Right here for tomorrow, we do have a marginal risk here out for areas towards like Memphis, obviously areas here relatively just west of Nashville. You guys do have the potential for maybe a rogue, kind of an isolated, very unlikely severe thunderstorm or two that could occur. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances are pretty low for anything severe to occur. Like I said, 5% chance out there. So, like I said, I mean, it's there, but it's not really the highest threat there. Now, whenever it comes to the models, we're going to go ahead and hop down over here to the, let's see, I'm probably going to hop down to 18Z. I think this is the latest long-range HRRR they have out. Whenever it comes to it, here for tomorrow, you can actually, there's kind of a line that rolls through there. As you can kind of see, maybe around early morning here for the 20th. So that's something you might need to watch out for. Maybe, a few strong, once again, I'd even say, in theory, a few severe thunderstorms could be pushed a little eastward. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. As once again, the HRRR does show a pretty gnarly line rolling through the region. So who knows? I mean, maybe by the next SPC update, you might be actually in a risk for severe weather. So should you keep an eye on it? Yeah, I would keep an eye on it. So just heads up there for you, my friend, overall. Absolutely. Let's see here. Matthew says, is St. Landry okay tomorrow? So whenever it comes to you, my friend out there, you are relatively good. Obviously you're kind of right here in the central portion of Louisiana. The only areas that have a potential risk here for severe weather tomorrow is the northern and especially the northwestern side of the state. And yes, this does include Shreveport. Now, Shreveport actually is in that slight risk, that severe threat level 2 on a 5 or a scale of 5. So yes, you are at a risk here for severe weather, or obviously if you live across Shreveport, what I'm saying. But for you specifically, Matthew, you are relatively good. Now, I will say a few thunderstorms could still be possible as you are in that general thunder threat, which, like I said, obviously that generalized thunderstorm threat, actually, I just noticed it's actually just north of you. So, you're actually good to go. But like I said, it was mostly for the northern portions here of Louisiana where that, that thunderstorm threat it mostly is. But it looks like, I mean, even from that, for a second, I was thinking this was the thunderstorm threat. But no, actually, you're good to go. You're looking relatively all right. Not even a thunderstorm is really expected there for you. But like I said, Shreveport, my friends out there who live out over in those regions, like I said, heads up to you guys, as obviously you guys are in the slight risk out there. So keep an eye on it. Anyways, let's see here. The line's going right over me. Yeah, absolutely. So Zero, stay safe out there, my friend. Once again, this will probably be happening pretty early, maybe even from 2 to 4 a.m. So it's going to be happening after midnight, obviously. So, like I said, just letting you know. Let's see here. Could this go enhanced tomorrow? I think there's a possibility this thing could go enhanced tomorrow. If I was to believe it would go enhanced, it would likely be maybe towards Dallas for the potential of some damaging wind gusts, obviously maybe up to 30%. I think that's a possibility. I really do think that is a good possibility. Now, actually, speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to the models because I do want to browse these models for a moment, obviously in order to get a good idea of what we can expect here towards Dallas. So this little town right here, this is Dallas. Here's Fort Worth, so you guys can kind of see, obviously go down towards Austin and these regions here. So obviously, you can kind of see where we're at here in northeastern Texas. Now, once again, kind of central northeastern Texas is where the heaviest, amount of activity is expected to occur. Now, whenever it comes to the instability out there, like I said, once again, the available energy for thunderstorms to occur, like I said, we are having a lot of energy out here. I mean, typically you're looking for over 500, and we have literally over 3,000, almost 4,000 in some areas. That's a lot of energy. That's basically the thunderstorm juice, essentially. And we have a lot of it for tomorrow. So overall, heads up to you guys out there. Now, whenever it comes towards, obviously Dallas here, we're gonna go ahead and grab this for, around midnight or so. I'm just going to grab a quick little sounding out here towards Dallas real quickly. We're going to go ahead and go full screen this real quickly. Okay, that's a contaminated sounding. Yeah, that's something you don't want to take here. Let's go ahead and grab maybe another one here towards a little bit west, maybe. Going to try to grab a good sounding here that we can actually kind of see the main concerns out towards this way. Also slightly contaminated there as well. But dew points, though, they are in the 70s. Obviously, lower 70s. That's good. Really, really good moisture supply at the surface for these thunderstorms. We're actually going to track maybe a little bit past midnight here. We'll see what's going on towards Dallas, maybe a little bit past midnight. Like I said, as these storms could potentially be kicking off even after midnight. It's a possibility. Anyways, but right now, obviously the main concern I do see here actually out of this here is obviously the potential maybe for, some damaging wind gusts. I don't see the winds are not really in favor of any, too crazy tornadic activity to occur over here towards, Dallas. So I don't think that tornado percentage is going to increase towards those ways or those regions there. But like I said, obviously, yeah, like I said, lower level jet stream is pretty weak out there. So I don't think that I'm not too supportive on the fact that this tornado threat is going to be really upgraded. Once again, I kind of think it's probably going to be in the zone of the damaging wind threat. That's probably going to be the one that's going to get upgraded here, essentially. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab another sounding out here towards. Let's see. We'll go ahead and grab another one here up towards, kind of east central portions here of Texas. We'll go ahead and grab another one out there. So here we go. Okay, now this is a pretty good sounding, although it does show really not much tornadic activity. I really don't see much of tornado, a big tornado probability out of this because the winds are fairly weak towards the surface, not really signifying anything significant. So a weak tornado honestly could not be ruled out, but I really don't think it's going to be upgraded personally, at least over here in central Texas. Now, once again, D-Cape, that kind of represents your downwards energy, basically that cooler air that's sinking from the thunderstorm that can obviously create damaging wind potential. The amount of energy in those downdrafts is pretty high, and which I do think that mixing in with this, I think the damaging wind gusts could honestly be a pretty good concern out of these storms here. Once again, maybe 60 to 70. Would not be surprised if some of these areas here in Texas, I think northeastern Texas may be seeing another upgrade, perhaps to an enhanced for 30% chance of damaging winds. I think it's a possibility. I do. But like I said, in regard to tornadoes, now tornadoes are not ruled out. It means they cannot completely say no. Well, obviously, we can't just say that no tornadoes will happen. It can't be ruled out. But like I said, I think the main concern here tomorrow is for damaging winds and obviously hail. So definitely look out for it. Anyways, but like I said, everybody, just please remain safe out there. Like I said, we'll continue to watch this for you guys. Let's see here. Hewitt, Texas. Thank you. We have a senior citizens in the house praying for all. You are very welcome. All right, so you want me to take a look here at a zip code of 76643. 76643 across portions here of Hewitt, Texas, I think. Or Hewitt, Texas. This is right here towards Waco. Gotcha. So you, my friend, are in the slight risk out there. So heads up to you. So obviously here, since you're right next to Waco, obviously Waco is kind of in the middle of tomorrow's threat overall. So, yes, I would be keeping an eye out there for the possibility for severe weather. Now, once again, tornadoes is very low, a very, very low probability for tornadoes. So, I don't expect that many tornadoes to happen tomorrow, so that's definitely some good news. However, like I said, whenever it comes to damaging winds, that's kind of where it gets you. Possibility for some of those storms maybe producing 60 to 70 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Maybe even the possibility of, once again, some large hail, maybe quarter size. Theoretically, some areas could get a little bit larger than quarter size. That, I think, is a good possibility. So heads up to that. Main concern, as we just said, mostly just gusty winds and that hail. Something we should keep an eye out there for. Now, whenever it comes to the models here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look here at the NAM 3K. Obviously, just to kind of get a view of what timing you might be able to see the storms pop off. So, kind of around like 5 o'clock central. It does show a few storms west of you, essentially, but not necessarily over you. According to the model here, now, once again, these models are not perfect. Now, obviously, the model right here towards Waco this one does not show much activity towards your location. But like I said, as a regional area, as a surrounding here of central and northeast Texas, you are in a atmosphere where severe thunderstorms are gonna likely happen. So even though just because this model does not say you're gonna see hardly anything, does not mean that that's gonna be how it's gonna play out. So obviously, just know that once again, these models are not perfect at all. Once again, these models are not perfect at all. But like I said, you are in that environment to where severe thunderstorms will be a possibility for tomorrow. So heads up to that. Anyways, let's see here. Ray says, tropical update, question mark. So, speaking of the tropics, okay. So whenever it comes to the tropics right now, honestly, we're not really seeing much of anything going on in the tropics right now, actually. Like I said, but I will tell you guys, hey, I'll tell you this. We're a lot closer to hurricane season than you might think. I actually mentioned this the other day. We're going to hop over here to the tropical tidbits view for the American GFS model, taking a look out here in the ocean for the next little bit. As you can see, really in the next several days, not really much is expected to happen here. Really not much. Kind of just show maybe a little low out there towards, South Carolina, Georgia, maybe here for the 26th. Pretty far out. I don't like forecasting that far. Also to mention, it does not look like anything crazy at all, honestly. Not really worried about it. But down in time, I mean, honestly, no. We are not really seeing much of any tropical activity. But what I was wanting to tell you guys is that literally next month is the beginning of hurricane season. Literally for the 1st, I believe. Yeah. Literally for the 1st of June. I think the 1st of June is hurricane season, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, obviously, got to be looking out for it. It's a lot closer than you all might think. So, hurricane season is right around the corner here. All right, oh, wow, look at that. So, they just issued another tornado warning, y'all. Hold on a minute. We're going to go ahead and hop back to the present moment here. Let's see. Okay, so, guys, there's a new tornado warning that just now got issued here for, once again, the possibility for golf ball-size hail. Obviously, a tornado would be impossible. Heading right for Gluck here. Getting right, or like I said, a lot of the hail is currently going over portions of Highway 87 right now. Like I said, people on the Highway 87 right now, kind of just north of Amarillo, south of Dumas. Yeah, heads up to you guys, as it does look like I said, you guys are definitely likely seeing some big hail out of this here. Now, like I said, you can kind of see there is a bit of a hook on this here. We're going to go ahead and hop back over here to velocity, but I'm not seeing too much rotation on it. Like I said, obviously, yeah, there's been a report of a wall cloud. This has been there for the last while. But right now, like I said, still no report of a tornado on the ground yet. So like I said, obviously you need to be in your shelter if you live across these regions. Once again, here towards like Gentry, we have areas of Gluck here included, St. Francis included, let's see, Pomeroy, areas of Lee. Like I said, heads up to you guys as you guys are inside that tornado warning. So once again, new tornado warning has just now been issued for the same cell right here towards areas of Amarillo. Absolutely. Let's see. Kathleen says, hey, Andrew. What's up, Kathleen? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. But hope everyone's doing all right out there. Like I said, obviously I know we had to jump right on into this. Didn't really get to do much of an introduction to you, everybody. So, but like I said, I hope you guys are doing all right. Like I said, hope you guys are doing all right, and thank you so much for joining us today. Like I said, obviously, it's good to have everybody here again. Once again, like I said, if you are just joining us, tomorrow we will be live during this big event happening tomorrow. So we'll be looking out for it overall. Let's see here. Okay, so I will mention. Look at this. Okay, so still north of that tornado warning, we have a very large. I'm talking a big severe thunderstorm warning. I mean, look how large that warning box is. So this includes, Cactus, Texas, Sunray, see Groover, areas of Stratford, here towards Spearman. So like I said, that is what we're looking at. So here towards Spearman, Groover, those regions, you guys are in a, like I said, a severe thunderstorm warning for the possibility of 2.5-inch hail, which is equivalent to tennis ball size hail being a possibility. So tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts could be a possibility out there. So, like I said, that is something we should be looking out there for. Let's see here. EM wants me to take a look here at 75568. All right, let's see. 75568. Cross portions here of, let's see. This is showing me, let's see. Apparently, this is showing me 2 areas. I'm going to go with Nash. There's Nash and Hooks, Texas. I'm taking it as towards Texarkana, if I'm not mistaken. That's really where it pulled me to. But you are in a slight risk. If you live across Texarkana, you are in a pretty big, like I said, you guys are in a pretty big slight risk out there. You're kind of right in the middle of it if you live towards Texarkana. So we'll need to be a heads up if you live across Texarkana tomorrow. Same thing for Dallas, Fort Worth region. Obviously, you guys are in the middle of that slight risk out there. Waco, Austin, San Antonio, Abilene. Yeah, you guys, essentially, a lot of popular areas here in Central and Eastern Texas will be included in tomorrow's risk. And like I said, obviously, this moves into Arkansas, too. Even Little Rock, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Little Rock. I mean, you guys are in the risk out there. So, like I said, heads up to y'all. Let's see here. But that is essentially what we are looking at there. Let's see here. We have a wedge of cool air over us, keep the temperature in the low 60s. Hopefully that wedge will keep the severe weather away from us. Yeah, I hear you. Personally, I've been wanting some severe weather recently. I haven't had much of any thunderstorm activity so far this month, or this season, I should say. But yeah. Are we going to get any action here at 38372 tomorrow? Let's see. 38372. 38372. Okay, cross portions here of Tennessee. Okay, so there is, for you specifically, you're in a generalized thunderstorm threat. So what that means is that there's a chance for a few thunderstorms, a couple of rumbles of thunder here and there could be possible. But overall, you know what, my friend? Honestly, you're pretty much good to go. Not expecting to see anything, damaging or severe to occur there towards your location. But like I said, a little bit west of you, though, areas here towards Memphis. Like I said, you guys are actually in a severe weather risk. But like I said, we actually were watching areas here east of Memphis here. Now, I honestly think that the severe weather threat could be pushed a little bit eastbound. I think it could. I think it could be pushed a little bit more into portions here of Tennessee. And like I said, obviously the reason I say that is because, like I said, according to the models here, HRRR, NAM, both of these guys, I believe, is showing, a really good possibility of a line of storms be rolling through. Yeah, I think it was the HRRR that mostly showed that. Let's see. We're going to hop back to HRRR over here. Yeah, we're going to have to go down to the 18Z run here. But like I said, according to this model here, whenever it comes to it, like I said, obviously you got right there, kind of showing this line roll through here for the morning of the 20th. So like I said, obviously here for the morning of the 20th. So overall, like I said, that is essentially what we are, kind of what we are seeing out there. Let's see, so Jackson, all that. But anyways, let's see here. Okay, so once again, back over here to the tornado warnings, y'all. We do have 2 tornado warnings in effect here north of Amarillo. Like I said, currently is, like I said, we are not seeing it on the ground as of now. Right now, the latest report is a wall cloud. But like I said, according to the radar here, if I actually hop back over here to the main radar, I'm going to hop back over here, take a look at that velocity on it. Now, like I was saying, on this storm, I really don't see much of any rotation, hardly any rotation occurring out there, and all that. I think Bob is losing his mind. Bob, I hate to say this, but I don't believe you, man. I really don't, because I don't see it on my end, and it did not touch down because we would get confirmation that it did. But like I said, I mean, obviously, be safe out there. I know you said you're in Texas, but like I said, right now there's no confirmation of a tornado on the ground, okay? And like I said, I'm hardly seeing any rotation out of this at all. Yeah, I really don't see much rotation out of this right now, personally. But like I said, obviously areas here towards Gluck should be watching out just in case. Yeah, should be watching out for it just in case. But like I said, also, what I'm also really concerned about is the storm that's north of that tornado warning. Yeah, like I said, just north of that tornado warning here. Like I said, towards Sunray and Cactus. Stratford there. Let's see, Groover and Spearman. Like I said, you guys are currently in line for the potential of a big hail mess, essentially. So we had one the other day, and there wasn't even a tornado watch. Yeah, it can happen sometimes. Let's see here. Bob said he lived in Pennsylvania in the last stream. Yeah. That's why I didn't believe it. I didn't believe Bob. Not even one bit. But yeah, no sowing. I mean, that can happen sometimes. I mean, even if you have a 2% risk. I mean, like I said, they typically don't issue tornado watches for a 2% risk area. But like I said, a few tornadoes can still happen in a 2% zone, even though it's not necessarily a likelihood, but it can still happen. Okay, we're gonna go and hop you back over here to the Storm Prediction Center, y'all. But like I said, y'all, this is what we're watching out for tomorrow. This is what we got to really be looking out here for, for the potential of severe weather out there. So, like I said, obviously, you guys, please be safe if you live across central, northeastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and portions here of central and western Arkansas. As, like I said, obviously, this is the zone where we are going to be, obviously, this is the zone where we do need to be, keeping an eye out there for tomorrow overall. So, let's see. Pat says, "Will I be covering the storms as they pass through Dallas-Fort Worth?" Yes, I will. Yeah, tomorrow, like I said, I will be live here tomorrow regarding the severe thunderstorm activity here towards Texas. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fit this to the screen for you guys. But like I said, whenever it comes to the timing out of this here, storms are expected to start popping off here. Honestly, kind of around like 5 Eastern, maybe 4 Central or so. So it looks like a kind of a late initiation there. A lot of the big mess is not going to be happening until like the evening from what it looks like. So we're probably going to have to go live pretty late tomorrow from what it looks like. I'd say we'll probably go live maybe around 6 Eastern, maybe slightly after the storm start kicking off. But yeah, we'll probably be live around 6 o'clock Eastern, kind of what I'm thinking. But anyways, let's see here. Does anyone know if I'm if I'm still out of the zone today? Let's see. So let's see. Sowing. Gonna hop you back over here real quickly. Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, you're good. You're in a generalized thunderstorm risk out there. Let's see. You're right here towards Blackwell. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Son, you've been around here for so long. I literally remember where you're at, just right off the bat. It's a memory thing at this point. But no, you're in a generalized thunderstorm threat. You've been here a while. I'm sure you know what that means. But if you don't, like I said, it just means a few thunderstorms could happen, but nothing severe is expected. But yeah. Let's see here. Thank you. I'll be here watching, says Pat. You're very, very welcome. Let's see here. So we've had some weird moving storms in Alabama today. Let's see what's going on in Alabama. Oh, wow. Whoa. Yeah, Alabama's got quite a bit of storms popping up there, I tell you. Wow. Yeah, they're not severe, and they're not expected to be severe, but my goodness. They definitely look like lightning producers. We got quite the outflow boundary here towards the radar, too. Look at that. Yeah, if I play this, look at that. Look, see that big noodle? That big noodle is what we call an outflow boundary. And these things are actually known to produce some more thunderstorms. And that's actually what is happening right now. Yeah, look, the outflow boundary is cutting under that thunderstorm there. Look at that, starting to take shape. Because, like I said, these lines, these outflow boundaries, or these what we call gust fronts, essentially act as, like I said, miniature cold fronts. They could obviously pop up some storms themselves. So it even looks like a couple more up here. It might even be, firing off from that cold or from that gust front out there. All right. But yeah, no, Alabama, like I said, you guys seriously have a lot of coverage regarding such. Let's see here. They just issued another severe thunderstorm warning areas north of Bishop Hills, north of Amarillo. I almost said San Antonio. North of Amarillo, north of Bishop Hills, towards Lost Mesa. southeast of Madison towards, let's see, Gentry. Yeah, you guys are now in a severe thunderstorm warning here. Let's see if they update this yet. Yeah, still says reported a wall cloud. So as of right now, it's still not confirmed yet. But like I said, remain in your shelter until further notice, y'all. I mean, like I said, this is directly north of Amarillo. I mean, you travel out of Amarillo just to your north, you're out of it. You're inside of it. I mean, it is right on the line of Amarillo. Man, but yeah, no, this thing's definitely, hooking a bit. I mean, you can obviously tell that hook there, but I don't see much on the velocity. So I don't really see too much rotation out of it. Anyways, but yeah, we'll need to watch out for it. Now, guys, I will ask you if you guys could please consider follow our Twitter page, because like I said, obviously tomorrow, whenever these storms do continue to pop off here, like I said, you guys can tag us on our Twitter page. Okay, tag us at NWW1162. That way, you guys can obviously like I said, obviously you guys can submit any reports, any images, or anything like I said you guys have been taking. That way you guys can, actually, submit some of that stuff. So, just wanted to mention that there. Yeah, I don't know, that might eventually wrap up into something. See how they're kind of curving around each other. Yeah, it might be trying to spin up a bit here. So we're going to need to watch out for those regions here. Let's see. But yeah, no, definitely hooking quite a bit. We got some right now. Yeah, right now it's trying. It's definitely trying to do something here. At the moment, I think a lot of the big concern is also hail too. It looks like a lot of that hail is now crossing east of Highway 87. Kind of just north of Gluck here. I'd say probably what, 5-10 miles or so. I wouldn't even say that. Probably 5 miles. No, about 3 miles actually. But that's that. See, Ray says something tells me that's going to be observed soon. We'll see how that goes. I mean, like I said earlier, this thing did have a wall cloud reported on it, which is not surprising. Let me actually see here. I wonder how many tornadoes. Do we have any reports? Any reports today? We have one tornado report today, actually. Hold on a minute. Got a mesoscale discussion. Oh, wow. Here, let me actually show you guys this real quickly. See, Norris is Storm Watch. That's what's got me curious. Let me actually switch over here to the Storm Prediction Center. So, apparently, we had a 40% chance of a watch being issued out here towards Texas. Greatest short-term hail threat. I said severe risk over the next couple of hours across this region. Yeah, like I said, obviously for my friends out there in the northern panhandle, kind of on the northwestern side of the state, that's where the highest concerns are. So, I mean, like I said, eventually these guys, as they track their way into northern panhandle of Texas, obviously those ones could eventually mature into some pretty nasty cells as well. So, heads up to my friends out there towards like Dumas, let's see here, towards Amarillo, obviously. See, if I was to say, this would be an F1. I would not, yeah, you really can't tell that, Ray. You can't tell what scale it's going to be. But regardless, I wouldn't think it would be anything too significant because, like I said, obviously that lower level jet stream is not too favorable of any significant tornadoes today. They put a 40% chance possibility of watch being issued, so chances is unlikely. Yeah, we got no watches right now, so we will see what happens. Yeah, I mean, like I said, eventually, I mean, these guys, Yeah, eventually those ones could honestly get, you know, like I said, eventually these guys could go severe warning at some point. I mean, honestly, I'm sure there's probably even a little bit of hail in these guys as well. Not gonna lie. Holy cow! I'm gonna go and hop you guys over here to the GR2. Look at that! Wow, not long ago, y'all. There's actually towards Chunky. Apparently, we got some chunky hail just north of Chunky. Got 2.5-inch hail from a train weather spotter. Reported 2.5-inch hail. What is that? Isn't that tennis ball size? Wow, dude. 2.5-inch hail been reported here. 2350 UTC. It's 022, so this was a little bit ago. Holy cow. Man, tell you what, Chunky. Chunky definitely got pretty chunky there for a moment. Let's see here. Hunter with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Hunter. Greatly appreciated. Can I take a look here at, let's see, Murchison, Texas for me, please, Andrew? Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me do that for you real quickly. Once again, thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it for the $2 super chat. See, MURCHISON. You said Murchison, Texas. Here we go. Gotcha. So you're west here of Tyler. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow's your day. You have a slight risk tomorrow. So keep an eye out for it. Once again, Hunter, thank you for that. But yeah, no, you're in a slight risk tomorrow. You're southeast of Dallas. You can kind of see this yellow area is a slight risk, and you're kind of in the middle of it. Now, your probability out there for, like, you know, obviously tornadoes and stuff like that, it's fairly low. Your tornado threat's actually a 2% chance. Very, very low. I don't think it's going to get upgraded, honestly. Damaging winds, 15% chance. And hail, 15% chance. I think that damaging wind threat probably has the highest chance of being upgraded out of any threat. You know, if it was me to tell out of any threat, I think it would be the damaging wind gust threat. You know, potentially up to 60, 70. But overall, yeah, tomorrow I'd keep an eye on it. Let's see here. But yeah, on the current radar out there towards you right now, there's really not much happening. So overall, you're pretty good. Let's see here. So they did say baseball first. Gotcha. Yeah, they did. Like I said, we did have some baseball-size hail possibilities on that warning there. It's pretty crazy stuff. Holy cow. Y'all, look at this. This thing's really hooking now. I think that thing might be wrapping up a bit. Still not seeing much rotation on it, honestly. But this thing's got quite a hook. I mean, all storms that hook do not always produce tornadoes, by the way. Just a little heads up for you guys. But I tell you what, that is a well-defined hook echo there. And like I said, obviously there... Oh, I should probably get a current frame. I wasn't even on current frame. I was like 3 frames back. Anyways. Well, now it looks like it might be dying out a bit. See velocity. Yeah, no, honestly, it's really not looking like anything too crazy anymore. Right now, at least. I'd say nothing more than... Obviously, maybe some damaging wind gusts could be possible out of it. And maybe some hail, obviously. We're getting reports of 2.5-inch hail out of it. But like I said, I think that tornado threat out of it might be fading a bit, which is good. But right now, I mean, like I said, still don't have any reports of it on the ground. And I'm not seeing any tight rotation. But still, for your safety, remain in your shelter. If you live across, like, Juilliard, here towards Gluck and Pomeroy, I think areas of Chunky is good. As I said, you guys already got the worst of it if you live here towards Chunky. Because, like I said, you guys got some chunky hail, essentially. 2.5-inch hail. Can you believe that? That's some large hail. Like that. Like I said, that's large enough hail to literally go through your windows and to go through. I've seen some instances of hail nearly that size go through roofs of people's homes, which is crazy. So as long as the rain brings down the red fire warnings, rain and hail away, absolutely. Yeah, no, you don't want no fire conditions out there right now. Let's see. Do we have a lot of fire? Yeah, we don't have any red flag warnings other than northern Michigan, actually. Here, let me hop you guys over here to that real quickly. Yeah, apparently we actually do have some. We got some red flag warnings up in northern Michigan, actually. So my friends out there in northern Michigan, yeah, heads up to you. Got a little bit of fire weather possible. I got some flood watches in effect for northwestern Kansas, northwestern Mississippi, northern Utah, kind of north central Utah anyways, western Nevada, and east central portions here of California. But yeah, we don't have any watches in effect for this severe weather that's currently popping off. You obviously can tell that where that tornado warning's in that little red area, and that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Other than that, that's about all we got going on. All the current watch area. So, but yeah, no, that's the good news. I mean, like I said, usually fire weather happens whenever you have low relative humidity and a decent amount of wind speeds. I think it has to be over 20 miles per hour for you to get red flag warnings. 20-mile-an-hour winds, I think, and relative humidity lower than 20% or something like that. Something like that. Low humidity and winds is what contributes to it, essentially. Bottom line. But anyways, let's see here. All right, 33 minutes ago on this warning, y'all, for the tornado warning here. Still radar indicated. Once again, continually be radar indicated. I think that tornado potential is dying out on it, honestly. But still, if you live towards Pomeroy, heads up to you. Remain in your shelter. Once again, if you have a basement or a storm cellar, that's where you want to go. But yeah. Let's see here. Ray, let's see here. Prepper says, good info, Andrew. Lots of mountain thunderstorms today. Yep, absolutely. Ray says, drop monitor for South Louisiana because I don't know where we are. We're still in a major as of now. Yeah, let me pull that up for you real quickly. All right, I'm going to bring you over here to the page. All right, here's the drop monitor across the U.S. We'll do southern areas. Here's Louisiana for you. Yeah, really, drought's not too bad in Louisiana right now. Honestly. Drought's terrible in Kansas, though. Holy cow. Look how bad Kansas is. Wow. A lot of you guys are in an exponential of drought. Let's see. What about me? Am I in a drought? I don't think. No, the entire state of Kentucky is not even in any abnormally dry. But yeah, no. Honestly, not too bad for Louisiana. Yeah, nothing too bad. But yeah, like I said, obviously, once again, my main concern is as we continue later on to this evening, you guys, these storms could very well produce maybe a gusty wind and hail threat, potentially. Think it's a good possibility. I really do. Overall. Alrighty. Well, guys, I tell you what. Like I said, obviously, the point of today's stream was to get you guys informed of what's happening tomorrow. Like I said, we really have covered just about everything we need to for tonight's live stream. But like I said, if you guys have any final questions before we head off here, let me know. Like I said, we'll be here for you guys. Once again, thank you all so much for being here. Like I said, thank you to our donators as well today, Proxy and Hunter. Thank you guys for donating. You guys absolutely rock. Like I said, we love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Let's see here. Golden Arrow wants me to take a look here at 28562. Very dry here in Michigan. So I guess you want me to take a look here at the drop monitor there too. 28562. 28562. North Carolina? Hold on a minute. Golden Arrow, that's 28562, right? That's bringing me to North Carolina. But you say you're in Michigan. I'm a little confused there, Golden Arrow. Any cameras for that area? No. Well, anyways, where this is taking me here in North Carolina, you got a generalized thunderstorm threat tomorrow. So no severe weather is expected there for you. But overall, that's What's going on right now? Let's see, Wichita Falls. So we got a storm popping off here south of y'all. Just going to take a look at that real quickly. Towards Graham. 26-mile-per-hour wind gusts out of it, too. Anyways, Robin says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Robin? Let's see here. Can I do 40504? 40504, okay. Fellow Kentuckian, you live really close to me. Okay, so for us, yeah, we have a generalized thunderstorm threat, possibility for a few thunderstorms, but not expected to be anything severe. For tomorrow, anyways, that is. So there's a chance for maybe a few rumbles of thunder, but chances are pretty unlikely. Yeah, chances are pretty unlikely. Anyways, but that is that. What's up, Court? Let's see, what's going on with this tornado warning now? Yeah, I think this tornado warning is this tornado warning storm is losing a lot of its tornado potential, honestly. That's what I believe. Personally. Yeah, I really don't see anything rotating in that mess. I think we're good. Mostly. Mostly. All right, well, once again, y'all, final, call. What I meant to say. Final call for anybody who has any questions or anything you want me to take a look at. Feel free to let me know. But anyways, let's see here. Golden Arrow says, yes, Drew, have kids camping there in North Carolina. Thank you. Sorry for the confusion. No, you're good. You're good, Golden. No worries. But yeah, no, North Carolina there, where we looked at, where you told me to look at, that area has a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms, but nothing severe, nothing crazy. So, a few rumbles of thunder at most, probably, but that's about it. But honestly, like I said, I wouldn't even say that high of a probability out of it. Honestly, pretty low chances overall. Let's see. Will Columbus get hit anytime soon? Let's see. Well, Columbus has a general thunderstorm threat tomorrow. Like I said, we mentioned that that's a possibility for maybe a few thunderstorms overall, but not expected to be anything. Not expected to be anything damaging or severe, essentially. Overall. Let's see here. But whenever it comes to, anything in the future, really not expected anything. I mean, there's nothing in the long range either. Just, at most, generalized thunderstorm threat tomorrow. Let's see. There's sea temps and the El Nino parameters, I guess. Yeah, no, we'll take a look at that real quickly. That's something you want to look at? Sure. Why not? Yeah, like I said, we've been watching the oceanic oscillations here. We are actually now officially in an El Nino, I believe. Yeah, see, it's going right up there into the +4 category. Or, sorry, 0.4. That would be a really strong El Nino. Not even possible, I don't think. But no, we've actually seen, like I said, we actually did see, 0.4 degrees. So that's pretty above normal. So that's an El Nino, around El Nino parameters. We are definitely out of La Nina right now. But yeah. Let's see. Current sea surface temperatures. We're going to try the North Atlantic here. So obviously for anything tropical to happen here in the Atlantic, you need those sea surface temperatures over 26 and higher, which is basically the yellow and, yellow and inwards. So theoretically, I mean, if there's enough moisture, if there's not as much wind shear, and the conditions are right, there could be tropical development. So, not saying there is. There's no models talking about it, but like I said, the environment, sea surface temperatures alone could support it down there. But obviously, for a lot of the storms that typically go off, I mean, obviously here's the equator right in here. But like I said, typically a lot of the storms like to come off of Africa in tropical waves, but it's just going to be going into these regions where the surface temperatures are just not warm enough, so they're likely going to die out. So I don't see any tropical systems happening anytime soon, at least from that way of forming. Sometimes you'll actually see a couple of systems fire off like this. I've seen that happen before too. That's a more probable outcome. But yeah, but that's that. Let's see here. What's up, Popcorn? Hope you're doing all right. See, thanks for the report. You're very welcome. Let's see. Robin Jones, 44601. Okay. 44601, Ohio. Generalized thunderstorm threat for you. Basically southeast of Cleveland here. If Proxy's still here, this kind of applies to you too, Proxy. But tomorrow, we're not expecting any severe thunderstorms, which obviously is good for some people. I mean, I understand some people like severe thunderstorms, including me, but so also it's not necessarily the best for the environment, damage-wise anyways. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab the models, though. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. All right. Heads up to you. So, Proxy, well, hold on a minute. This is NAM 12K. Let's try NAM 3K. That was, didn't mean to grab that one. But it kind of shows that line rolling through. That's interesting. Let's see here. We're going to grab this. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Look at that. So, yeah, Proxy, heads up to you. Tomorrow, you might even see a line of storms. Maybe anywhere from like, well, I don't know. Are you in Eastern time? Proxy, if you're still here, are you in Eastern time? No, you got to be. Yeah, because I'm over here and I'm in Eastern time. Okay, so yeah, you're in Eastern time. Anyways, but yeah, so probably around, let's see, between like 10 and 12, it looks like, maybe there for you. Keep an eye on it. But yeah, it looks like a little line rolling through. Let's try this for me, even. Maybe a few storms rolling through around, kind of late evening, essentially. Anyways. But yeah. See, yes, been watching, but not saying much. How's Moo? I don't know how Moo is. Haven't talked to her in a few days. But anyways. Well, you guys, like I said, obviously, if you have any final things, like I said, obviously, say them up real quickly before we head off here. Gonna be heading off here in a few moments. But like I said, also, join our Discord. We have that in the description. If you have any questions about anything weather-related while we're off and not live streaming, feel free to reach out to us on Discord. That's there in the description. Also, like I said, follow our Twitter at NWW1162. Obviously, subscribe if you have not already. Duh. Why not? Also, like I said, leave a like. Be greatly appreciated. And, yeah, that's about it, y'all. Just once again, thank you all so much for being here. And, like I said, seriously, you guys absolutely rock. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hide. Yep. We just hid Bob. Bob has been kind of a troll on here last couple of live streams, so. But anyways, let's see. Tabletop. Okay, I got you, my friend. Let's see. 28412. Let's see here. 28412. Okay, yeah. I figured. I figured. So generalized thunderstorm threat free tomorrow, too, by the way. But let me see what the models have to present about that. Here's the HRRR. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe a little bit of rain, a little bit of thunderstorm activity maybe rolling through. Let's try the NAM 3K. Goes a little bit further. Oh, shoot. Goes a little bit further here. Go ahead and grab this. Let me see. Yeah. So, okay, Wilmington. Yeah, obviously here for tomorrow morning. Probably could be seeing some thunderstorms out of that. I mean, look at that. They're towards Wilmington. Kind of like early, slightly after sunrise, essentially. Overall. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Last Charlie says, let's see, 64143. Gotcha. I don't know how to say the first name. Sorry about that. Let's see here. So this is for 64143. 64143. Wow. All right. Apparently this is for Russia. Yeah. Once again, unfortunately we can't forecast out in these regions here because, like I said, a lot of the models don't go out that far. I'm gonna try to forecast for this area. I've never done a forecast in Russia before. But like I said, the GFS here is like the only model we have. Well, anyways, it actually looks pretty dry for you, regardless, for the next few days. So, take that how you want to, but it looks pretty dry for the next few days. Yeah, I mean, the GFS does the entire world. That's why it says global forecast system. Wow, look at all that. Look at all that world activity. It's just nuts. And it's just crazy how we're just one little speck out of the world that's getting affected by this. I mean, look at the southern hemisphere just getting a bunch of these waves. It's just crazy. Really, really crazy stuff overall. But pretty cool though, in my opinion. I think it's pretty neat. All right, let's see here. We're gonna do one more zip code, y'all. Let's see, Roby. You'll be our last zip code for today. Let's see. Take a look here at 64850. 64850. You're in Missouri. Okay, so here's the thing. You're actually close to the severe weather risk here. The severe weather risk kind of cuts off in northern Arkansas, but you, my friend, are relatively good to go. You have a generalized thunderstorm threat. Means, yeah, once again, a potential for maybe a few thunderstorms, but overall, you know, we're looking okay. So maybe a chance for a few rumbles of thunder. Let's see models here. NAM 3K. Maybe shows a little bit towards the afternoon tomorrow. Maybe one between 1 or 2. Maybe a few thunderstorms. Yeah, it looks possible you're going to be getting a bit of thunderstorm activity tomorrow afternoon and the evening. So, yeah, a few rumbles of thunder could be possible overall. All right, my friends. Well, I tell you what. Like I said, we've been live here for a little bit over an hour now. So, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. You guys absolutely rock. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Also, to our donators, thank you for donating, obviously. Big shout-out goes to Proxy and Hunter Plays for the donations today. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you guys would like to support the channel yourself, obviously consider hitting that subscribe button first of all. That's the free way to support the channel. But if you guys would like to take that an extra step, we do have our Cash App tag. It's actually kind of our newer way of donating here. Do our Cash App tag, $Andrew13155, or that little dollar icon you might see down there towards the chat. If you want to, like I said, if you guys want to send us a few dollars, like I said, not telling you all to, but if you'd like to support us, like I said, obviously that is a way to do that. But anyways, once again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching us. The stream's going to head off here now, y'all, in approximately 2 minutes. So if you guys have anything you want to say, we're going to go ahead and move my pen out of the way. If there's anything that you guys, want to say to your friends and family, go ahead and say it now in the chat. Say goodbye to your friends and family. But like I said, my friend, until next time, once again, tomorrow we will be live for you guys. Like I said, we're going live here for tomorrow's severe weather event. Once again, probably going to be live around 5, 6 o'clock Eastern. That's kind of what I think overall. But yeah, no, once again, that's kind of the time when I'm expecting to be live here tomorrow. Kind of like 5, 6 o'clock Eastern time, which would be like 4 or 5 o'clock Central. All right, y'all. Well, once again, we love you guys. Please stay safe out there, especially if you live across Texas, northern Texas, for today. And all right, my friends, we'll keep weather we're out there. And all right, my friends, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Timer started now, 2 minutes ago. All right, my friends, once again, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my friends. Love y'all. See you then.
The wind was north at 6 miles an hour. At El Paso, partly sunny, 85 degrees. The wind was northwest at 15 miles an hour. At Pecos, sunny, 89 degrees. The wind was calm. At Sweetwater, cloudy, 70 degrees. The wind was southwest at 15 miles an hour. At San Angelo, cloudy, 77 degrees. The wind was northwest at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 26. At Dallas-Fort Worth, partly sunny, 83 degrees. The wind was southeast at 8 miles an hour. Austin, partly sunny, 85. Presidio, fair, 89. And at Houston, mostly sunny, 87. Looking for West Texas Mesonet data? I got those numbers right here for you. At 7:29 p.m. Central Daylight Time, low max 70 degrees, wind east-southeast at 14 miles an hour. Tarzan 74, wind east-southeast at 26. Precipitation today, 0.03 inches. Snyder 67, wind south-southeast at 13. Precipitation today, 0.02 inches. Sweetwater 67, wind south-southeast at 12. Precipitation today, 0.04 inches. Fluvanna 72, wind south-southeast at 15. Gale 74, wind southeast at 14. Precipitation today, 0.01 inches. La Mesa 76,